Hello. Counter-Strike Source is a bit of an oddball in the series. It lacks 1.6's shooting mechanics and CSGO's novelty, if you can call 10 years novel, but I digress. Counter-Strike Source has one thing going for it, that being its simplicity. It was the first game on the Source engine released a whole month before Half-Life 2, and because of this the game is, a bit primitive. Because most of the geometry on maps is made up of brushes, not models, the weapons being flipped for right-handed view models, nonsensical zoom of the SG and AUG, animation mistakes like the one with the M4's forward assist, night vision for some reason, player models having their eyes painted on, and so on and so forth. Me mentioning all this might pose the question why I even like this game. But for me, at least the good out of this game outweighs the bad. Because, and especially if you were a middle schooler during the late 2000s and early 2010s, this game was a blast to play with your friends after school. So it's definitely sad to see it being the least populated game out of the entire Counter-Strike series. Anyways. We're starting off with some low-hanging fruit, the maps. The maps in Source are very simple and to the point in their designs, with so many physics objects that you can see how even the developers were so excited to see them work in-game. The very early maps are very blocky, if that makes sense, with later maps improving on this significantly, with more complex geometry and use of 3D models. I'll compare a few maps right now. My favorite map, of course, is CS Compound. The gameplay is very simple. It can be boiled down to spawn, buy a gun, shoot the enemy, plant or defuse the bomb, or rescue some old people that look like your grandpa. The gun mechanics are probably the jankiest of the series, where standing still you can hit an enemy 5 countries away from you, but moving with a speed of 0.005 meters per second kicks in the biggest sense of inertia in your hands, and spraying isn't worth it unless you're 2 centimeters away from your target. However, this means that just about all the weapons can be viable if you play your cards right and get lucky. The confidence competent graph is probably the best analogy for this game. Just pick up a gun and go click on some people. Oh, and ragdolls. The economy of the game isn't really something you should worry about too much, because of the casual nature of most servers, which solidifies this game as a laid-back joyride. Some servers will give you a very generous amount every round, while others will just have you pick out a loadout that you spawn in with every life. It simplifies the experience without having to crunch the numbers while the IRS is at your door. All in all, printing money works in video games only. For now. I just need to show you one screenshot of this game's Gamebanana page to prove to you that it probably had the biggest modding scene in gaming before the likeness of Gary's mod and others. It has weapon skins, animation overhauls, sprays, maps, plugins, custom sounds, heads-up displays, effects, and so much more. And let's not forget custom game modes such as Death Run, Surf, B-Hop, Zombie Escape, Deathmatch, etc. Yes, these did exist before in 1.6, but there's a certain feel to them in Counter-Strike Source, be it the graphics or whatever else. And what made this game even better was the sense of community. Now, because I'm from Europe, in most servers people either don't say anything or curse your entire family tree in Russian or French for some reason. So I would usually go onto US or UK servers, and the people there were mostly friendly and communicative. And even with over 100 ping, I would endure it just to hang out and chill. In conclusion, I love this game for its simple replayability in a market oversaturated with first-person shooters. It does what it sets out to do. You open the game, choose a server, and have fun. No complicated loadouts with armor or card sets, no sprinting or aiming down sights, no perks or power-ups. The game is pure joy, and I'm always reminded when I was younger and I would play on my crappy HP laptop that could barely run an MP3 file. The mods, servers, gameplay, and community is what makes this game still enjoyable today. So, if you have some spare free time, load up some Counter-Strike Source and enjoy yourself with some friends. Hope you've enjoyed this little video about Counter-Strike Source. For me, it serves as a time capsule of my middle school days, with old friends. And one thing I forgot to mention is that if you're a Gmod player, I'm so sorry I had to purchase this game in order to be able to play. Subscribe, like, do whatever. Peace out.